What's good, everybody? It's Locomotion. We out here in motion. So, let me talk to you about where I'm at right now. It's a place called Comuna 13. So this is one of the most dangerous favelas in the whole world at one point. So, basically, in the 80s, y'all know Pablo Escobar was running shit in Medellin, right? Damn. I guess I gotta wait for some people to join before I really get into it. Big ass ants. Alright, seems like no one's gonna attend this live, so y'all get it later. So basically, here's the story. In the 80s, there was this cartel dude who's the boss, Pablo Escobar, right? And so he was running things in central Medellin. And right now, I'm in a place called Comuna 13. And this is a favela, kind of like the ones that you know in Brazil, right? Super dangerous. And so, in response to Pablo Escobar, there was this other fact. In response to Pablo Escobar, there was this left-wing guerrilla faction, and they camped up over here in Comuna 13. And the reason why they chose this area is because it's in the mountains. And so, basically, they took over this area, and they put like military checkpoints at every entrance. Dudes were getting whacked every day. Like every day, people were getting murked. So it was difficult. So okay, we're good. Anyway, what happened was the government came in. They were just killing people indiscriminately. So everybody was bad. Like, it wasn't just the cartel and that guerrilla faction, but the government. So the people here living in these hills, they were getting it from basically 3 ways. And the crazy thing is, in 1989, like 90% of the cops were getting murked by Pablo Escobar because he was putting a hit out on all police. He was offering $5,000 to $10,000, approximately equivalent, for every cop that got murked, right? And listen, oh shit, what's going on? But here's the worst part. So every cop that got murked, 50% of the people who set the other police officers to get murked were other cops. No chill. Like in the 80s, it was a price on your head if you were, you know, with the law. So honestly, this place just got cleaned up in about around 2015. This just got cleaned up. Before 2015, it wasn't a bunch of tourists here. It was just locals. People were getting, you know, pressed if they came over here. So they've done a pretty good job. But one thing that's interesting about this place is that there's graffiti everywhere. And they allow the graffiti. The original graffiti was marking the territory of the cartels or whomever. But now, they've been painting over the graffiti every 3 years to give other artists a chance to get their bars off, you feel me? Sorry for me being a little out of breath. It's a big hill. You're about to see the view in a minute of how high up we are. Luckily, they put in these escalators. Yes, people really do drive motorbikes through all this crowded areas all day, up and down. I'm trying to get y'all to a point so I can get a really good view of what we're really working with. He said, fuck Canada. So we're pretty high up. The reason why they chose this area, they took over this favela, is because they wanted a tactical advantage. They want to have the high ground so that they can have full control of the area and no one can really invade them without a significant pushback. But here's the thing though, this is where it gets crazy. To storm this place, they needed tanks. And the tanks came through. But look at how densely populated this area is. Does it look like a tank could fit through any of this shit? Yep, you guessed it right. They just, they bulldoze right through people's houses with the tanks up the hill. When they came to storm this area to get that left-wing faction, hold on, that music's loud, I gotta move. So anyway, as I was saying, the tanks, they just bulldoze through the houses. And one thing that you'll notice about these houses is that they're made of bricks, but the bricks are made of clay. They're not made of cement. And the reason why they're not made of cement is because cement is heavy as fuck and it's more expensive. Like, like they got legit like death camp, like graves, like mass graves in the hills, just like they have with the Khmer regime in Cambodia. So it's a beautiful day. Appreciate y'all checking in while I take this walk with me. Hopefully y'all learned a little something.
A la orden que tengo hambre.
Hopefully the cam wasn't too shaky. Alright, no one's tapping in right now, so I'm gonna end it for now. Y'all can catch the replay. Motion.